Come on, boys, let's go. Easy 3 points against Esperance. We play against Benfica in the round of 16. And that run to the final, that road to the final, it's looking pretty interesting in terms of the opposition we could be playing against. So, fingers crossed we do big things in the Club World Cup today, my friends. Tons to break down. I'll be talking about Liam Delap scoring his first goal at Chelsea Football Club. Appearances today from Acheampong, Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez, plus a host more. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. But before I continue on, today's video was brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball is the app you need to have during the Club World Cup to stay up to date to everything going on in the tournament, from your stats, lineups, fixture news, updates, plus tons more good stuff that you guys can't afford to miss out on. Try it out for yourselves during the Club World Cup. Use the QR code on screen, and don't forget to use the link below in the description and the card above. Thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. And my friends, I think one of the moments I want to talk about immediately, is this moment right here. Liam Delap scoring an incredible goal for the second goal. Now, obviously, we're playing against an opposition where, come on, we completely just dominated them. I was hoping they would give more of a challenge in the game today. They weren't able to. With the football we play, teams like this just really struggle. Let's keep it real. But this goal here is everything good about Liam Delap and what he can bring. Now, credit to Enzo Fernandez. You can imagine he told Delap, listen, I just want you to run. I just want you to always run forward. I can find you. Players like Enzo, this is how they make their living. This is the conditions they want in game, because they have the passing technique and range to find these guys. Delap, really good at finding spaces in between opposition back lines. And if there's one thing about his game I've been telling you guys to really focus on, it's his mastery of how he uses his body and his frame. But he is so deceptive. Yeah, look at this right here. Oh, that touch, drop of the shoulder, and he takes a shot so early the keeper can't even react. Slowing this down again, he knows how to just fool his marker, fool his man. They're anticipating he's going to just hold the ball up, physical contact, that's that. But this is what Delap wants his defenders to think, because he wants to use that thinking against them. Look how in one touch, he has the strength to ride that challenge, but he's kind of used to fly the ball to kind of like dummy that defender, to allow the fly of the ball to go in behind him. And then the touch here with his left foot to just drop of his shoulder to come back to his right foot. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He's in complete control of this moment. And he takes the ball onto his right foot. And it's just an easy, simple finish where he's already clocked the keeper. Ain't going to do nothing right now. This is a great goal from Liam Delap. And it's the type of goal that you're not necessarily going to see Nico Jackson scoring. But I'm okay with that. If both these strikers can play this advanced forward role, they bring their own kind of unique abilities to play in that role. And I think that makes the team stronger when there's maybe more unique ways and more different attributes you can turn to, of course, to just be able to, give you something more against the opposition. So Liam Delap, for this to be his first goal he scored against us, listen, you can't be scoring bangers like this. All of us are going to be expecting goals every single week now. But he knows the type of pressure that comes with signing for Chelsea Football Club. So massive credit goes to Liam Delap for that goal. I had to get it out of the way. It was like the best moment of this game, because we have to keep things respectful. The conditions today in Philadelphia were absolutely diabolical. The heat was ridiculous. We saw timeouts after timeouts after timeouts. It's one of those games where I didn't need my players to be busting a gun as if it's a CL final. It's a professional job. Yeah, get the clean sheet, boost that scoreline up, and make sure that you're at least following the game plan set to you by Enzo Maresca. In terms of the lineup, we did see some interesting changes. Nkunku was back in the team today, playing the Cole Palmer role. I thought he looked alright, starting between the lines. It was an efficient performance from Nkunku, but considering the performances we've seen from him over the last few months, I will take this from him. We saw Caden Dewsbury-Hall featuring down that right-hand side. It was Lavia in a pivot alongside Enzo Fernandez, and defence had Acheampong on the right-hand side, Gusto playing as the inverted left-back in the game today, and obviously Jorgensen in goal and Badia in the back line. So we know that Maresca said that there was going to be rotation in this game. I think it was effective enough rotation. Ideally, I would have wanted to see Andre Santos, but I think there's a reason behind why we haven't seen him just quite yet. But that first half didn't really bring too much until like literally the final moments of the game right near the end. We know that, as I'm saying, the heat was absolutely nuts. I can kind of excuse the boys with that a little bit, but at least we got the moments we was waiting for near the end of that first half, and they came courtesy of Tosin scoring a great header goal, which came from a really, really good assist from Enzo Fernandez. That was 2 assists from Enzo in this game today, and I think he's really conducted himself really good in the Club World Cup. He's leading by example. He's acting like the captain. He's setting the tone in terms of what he wants. Credit to him, he's played a lot of football over the last year, but you would never even feel that. And that's a testament to all the work he's done physically to improve himself and get even better. So big credit goes to Enzo Fernandez, 2 superb assists, and he was just constantly just keeping our game ticking. He was constantly just linking the midfield and linking the attack. I thought it was a really good performance from Enzo Fernandez today. And whatever we do in the Club World Cup, you imagine he will be the key guy that determines whether we find success or not. Obviously, I've spoken and eulogized about Liam Delap scoring the second goal. I mean, you know what, you guys? I'm shameless. I don't even mind just showing this goal again. I mean, it really was that good. It really was that good. It's the type of goal us Chelsea fans haven't seen from one of our strikers probably since, like, I don't know, man. Is it Diego Costa? Can I say that? I'm trying to think of maybe like a physical type of forwards who kind of plays that type of way. What, Demba Ba? Anyone after that? Bro, I can't really. Morata maybe here and there, every now and then, but obviously not to the same degree of Liam Delap. We've not had this type of forward, so you know what I mean. Savor this moment and also get excited for the future in terms of what Liam Delap can bring to this team, right? But in terms of the second half, naturally when you have a lead like this, you don't have to overdo it. Maresca was smart. He realized, obviously, from like the 58th minute, it was time to make those substitutions in the game. And we saw a glimpse of the subs coming on. Tyrique George, of course, big moment for him in this game. He scored the 3rd goal right near the end, courtesy of an assist from Andre Santos. And Asugo also came on as well in this game to replace Lavia. And then Santos then replaced Enzo Fernandez. And maybe this explains why Maresca has been more patient in terms of introducing Andre Santos into the game, right? And I make this point because Andre was kind of playing in a pivot at Strasbourg, but he had the license to get forwards. He was at the metronome for that midfield in Strasbourg. He was the brain of their team. He was all action for them. But now he's come to Chelsea. I don't think Maresca wants to use him in the Caicedo Lavia role or Sugo role because he has 3 players who can do that. If anything, Andre Santos is going to be the box-to-box box crasher in this system. Not that Santos can't play deeper. Not that Santos can't play in the pivot, but I think now that we have an abundance of talent in those positions, this could be an interesting way for Santos to really improve himself offensively even more. I think he could get quite a lot of game time there. You know, we saw last season that maybe Enzo Fernandez maybe ended too many 90 minutes more than he should have, because we did lack depth in that position. So if you're a Santos fan, have a bit of patience. I think he is going to have a big season here for us. And I think this is the role in which Maresca hopes to use him in the game today. So yeah, Andre Santos getting the assist for Tyrique George. I thought when he came on, he was quite tidy on the ball. It's one of those games though where it's just like, you're not going to get overly gassed or overly excited by the individual performances that you've seen, because you got to take into account the opposition you're playing against. Yes, one of the most successful African teams in the last 20 years. I respect that. Maybe they kind of played within themselves. I thought they might have an advantage because maybe they're used to playing in this type of heat, in this type of weather, but didn't really get too much from them, to be fair. And yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with that because it's an easy win and we can focus on Benfica right now. That's going to be the big game, but I don't know. I just had maybe bigger estimations in terms of the threat they could possibly bring in this game today. My friends, I kind of feel like that's all the things to talk about in the game. But if there's one player I do want to maybe show some love towards, it's a guy who I was telling you guys probably was my personal young player of the season last season. And that's Josh Acheampong, because for me, I just think he's ready. I think this guy is a big talent. I think whenever he plays with personality. He plays his game. He has the confidence to always remind and tell the manager, this is what I can bring. This is what I can do. I don't feel intimidated by this, yeah? This is the level I'm comfortable at. I need more of this. And one of the things I love, and I think we all love, is those confident strides and carries forward. One criticism, if you guys have watched my watch-alongs last season, was that I would always see there was opportunities for the wide centre-back to at least carry the ball, man, 10, 15, 20 yards max up that field a little bit, just to kind of connect a little bit with the winger out wide, yeah? A bit of bravery, a bit of ambition in those sides. Maybe there were tactical reasons as to why Maresca wasn't encouraging that as much, but with Acheampong, man, he just has that innate ability, because this is the natural part of his game to do this, yeah? This is why he's so good. It's a natural part of his game. It just offers so much in terms of how he can speed up the attacks down that side, how he can find unique ways, more 2v2s, more 3v2 opportunities, more overloading opportunities. He played a big part in the first goal scored by tosin. Of course, great delivery from Enzo Fernandez. But this free kick literally all stemmed from the fact that Acheampong carried the ball out wide, and the rest is history. And I think when you play this type of way, you create your own luck. You create these types of possibilities, right? I want to see more of this. Now that we don't have Housen, cool. Promote Acheampong. Give this guy, I don't know, he's not going to play 50 games next season, but if he can get over 1,000 minutes at least, yeah, by the time this guy reaches 20 years old, he could be ready. He's 6'5", superb on the ball. Really good match intellect as well. Really comfortable under pressure. Really good on the ball and possession. He can really grow and grow and grow, this guy. I think he's a very unique player actually in Europe, considering what he's doing and how comfortably he is playing across every single defense position. Yeah, I think Acheampong is going to have a really big season, and I hope that the Club World Cup can kind of announce him a bit. I think he deserves to play a lot more, in my opinion. So there you have it, my friends, man. That was our 3-0 win against Esperance today. Share your thoughts and opinions. What players stood out for you? What was your moment of the game? Who was your player of the game? And what feeling were you left excited for now the game's over? We get ready for Benfica, my friends. Now the Club World Cup really begins. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you all with some more videos tomorrow. Apologies if my video is a bit different. I'm absolutely exhausted. I just want to go to bed now, so I'm going to bounce. Love. Cool.